stressful because we left half of my family down in Texas, and it was me, my 2 other sisters, and my mom.
My dad and brother stayed in Wisconsin because my brother was on his senior year of high school, so he wanted to finish there. It was pretty hard, but we talked to each other every single day, so.
I was in California, and I told my mom that I wanted to move to Iowa, and she looked really shocked. She just looked at me and said, okay.
We didn't tell anyone we were going. We just my mom one morning was like, come on, pack your bags, we're gonna go.
I was a little kind of sad to move because I've been there for such a long time. But I was kind of excited though to start something new.
I don't think I really thought of it as you're gonna move, you're gonna stay here. I just thought of it as just training with Chow.
Right. Good job, good job. Yep. See, when you're doing that, you're hiding the handstand. They can't tell if you were in or not because you're connected. Looking good, looking good. The kip's still a little early though. Trying to be a little more patient and wait longer.
I have been here probably since I was 5, so about 10 years. I was pretty little. I was in a rec class, just starting off gymnastics. Chow's just an amazing coach. He just is really hands-on and gives corrections. And if you don't correct it, he just kind of gives you it again until you correct it. And he's always just fun.
Beautiful. That's okay, that's okay. If you feel like it, and then make a giant out of it right away, still doing the stutter and continue. Come on, Rich, right? Wow, it's getting more natural, huh? Good job, good job. But that kip was so early though. That's why you feel so uncertain. Yeah.
Coach Chow, he's a very humble person. He laughs a lot. He's a really good coach, and I enjoy all the time that he spends with us.
Don't rush, don't rush. Yeah, don't try so hard.
Me and my mom showed up one day, never talking to Chow. And one morning when we got here, we were sitting at the other gym, and Chow pulled up. So we were like, oh my. So we walked into the gym, and he noticed us. And we're like, oh, you must be Victoria. So my mom and them started talking, and so he let me try out, and I got accepted.
Yeah. She's killing my shoulder.
I wanted to see how far I could go in my gymnastics career, and I thought of Chow right away. Well, I was kind of nervous bringing it up, and my mom, she was really surprised and didn't really know what to say to me because I thought she was gonna say no, but she's like, okay, let me think about it. You want to move to Iowa? And I was like, yeah, that's how if I'm gonna become one of the best, then have to move to Iowa and train with Chow. Then I sent in videos and just really hoped they would accept me.
Nice. Alexis. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good job.
I was really nervous. The conditioning was really hard. Meeting Sean was pretty cool because She was really nice. She just said, welcome to Chow's.
I really remember when I saw Sean on TV at the Olympics, and I was like, oh, I want to be like her. And then Chow looked really nice, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to be coached by him.
Just seeing Gabby and Sean, I just wanted to do the same thing they're doing, just achieving their dreams and goals. That's what I want to do. I want to make it to the Olympics.
How does it feel to train with the same coach in the same gym as two Olympic champions?
Sometimes it's just crazy, but like, I don't know. They're just kind of like friends, you know? But it's really cool, I think.
Why is your hands all red or orange?
Markers.
March, I don't know.
Go wash your hands.
Looks like, but you have to wait.
Try that. Just a little bit. Wash them a little bit.
I'm getting everybody's picture.
Alyssa, aren't you gonna finish your autograph?
I'm getting everybody's picture. You let it be.
Me? This is not my...
How about dinner? Make dinner.
Okay, I'll be Chef Gabby.
Well, all the food's gonna be burned. Started probably about 3 years ago, and I talked to my wife and I said, "Hey, Miss, they call this crazy, but I was like, I really think God is telling us to go talk to Chow, to open up our house to some gymnast out there that needs to catch a break, that wants to train, possibly have a shot to go to the Olympics." So we wrote a letter to Chow. Our daughter is on Chow's competition team. Probably another 3 months passed. And I came home one day from work and I told Missy, I was like, do you remember that letter we sent to Chow? I was like, oh, how crazy was that? What were we thinking, you know? And no sooner than did those words come out of my mouth, I look at my phone and it's Chow. Chow's calling me. And I look at Missy, I was like, it's Chow. I was like, what do you want? She goes, well, pick it up. So and he's like, Travis. I was like, Chow. And we start talking. He's like, hey, does that offer still stand? I got somebody I want to fly up here. I want them to take a look. I want to work with them for a little bit. I want to know if they can stay with you. The mother wants to come too. I want to know if they can live with you guys for this week while they're here.
Chow actually hooked me and my mom up, said, hey, this family is offering, and we're like, okay. And I was like, man, I don't know these people. Is this even a good idea? Maybe I'll take it back. I don't want to go. But then I was just like, it's my decision. I was in the gym training, and then I went to the other gym, and I was doing school. And then Missy came up to me, and she's like, hi, I'm Missy. Nice to meet you. You're gonna come over, I think, for the weekend, and see how you do. And I think Leah was with her, because she just came back from practice. I'm like, oh, it's nice to meet you too. And I called Mom. I was like, oh my goodness, Mom, like, Missy looks like Katherine Hegel. Like, she's so pretty. She has the same laugh. And I was just like going on and on and on.
I think the first day I picked her up, first interaction I had with her, I picked her up from school, and my girls were in the car, and I kind of thought they would help initiate conversation and whatnot, and everybody was totally quiet. And she's pretty shy. She was so worried about intruding or, didn't want to be a burden at all and just kind of wanted to come and sleep and do her thing. So she would call her mom and say, Mom, I need something at the store. Can you ask Missy for me? Her mom would call me. She's like, Gabby needs deodorant or whatever, And so the first time I said, and I always ask before I go to the store, do you need anything? No. And the first time I said, hey, do you need anything at the store? She's like, yeah, could you get me, I can't remember what it was. Can you get me this at the store? It was like, yeah, I can. Kind of excited that kind of came over that hurdle as far as her being comfortable enough to tell me when she needed something.
Girls, do you want carrots?
No.
Are you sure? How about we finish eating these?
I'll finish them.
All right.
Like this, like this.
You want ranch?
Oh, I was gonna put that balsamic vinegar on it. But we can do hummus.
Are you really going to put
vinegar
on carrots?
So before they went to the Olympics, they leave to go to camp for probably, 2 or 3 weeks before they shipped off to London. I can remember the last day of training in that gym. It was on a Tuesday. Gabby did not want to train. Did not want to train at all. And I remember getting the call at like 10 o'clock from Chow. Travis, get in here. I'm like, all right. And Chow, I look, what's going on, man? He goes, she won't go down the ball. or he's like, she's not giving me anything on the vault.
I was just doing 2.5, 2.5, 2.5 on my back, and I think I was really tired, and I had a little pain in my hamstring.
So I go talk to Gabby, and I was like, Gabby, we need to perform here. I was like, this is our last day of training before you go down to Texas, before you go to London. I was like, you need to produce for Chow right now. I was like, you need to get down there and throw your vault. Didn't want to do it.
I was really homesick. I hadn't gone home in a while, and my family came to Iowa to celebrate Christmas with me, and it went by so fast, and I wanted to go with them, but they told me no.
I was at the gym for 2 hours. Yeah, it was just me, Gabby, and Chow in the whole gym. And I can remember going back to Chow, and you know, Chow is just like, he said, I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to deal with her right now. He goes, we cannot have this. This is too close to the end. And he goes, she's gonna throw it all away. I can't have this. And I was like, calm down. I was like, I'll work with her. I
remember just standing by the chalk box, like, I can't make it. Like, I can't do it. And he's like, just do one. He's like, give me one. And I ran down the vault 2.5 to my back again. And I think I came back to the runway, I started crying, and then Travis went over to Chow, and they talked. I don't know what they were saying, because I was all the way down the vault runway.
I told him, though, I was like, hey, her heart's not in it today. I was like, she's quitting, she's not panicking, she just don't want to do it today.
Then Travis came back to me, he's like, let's go, you're done. And I was like thinking, what, that easy? Like, aren't I gonna stay and do more? Am I gonna come back in the afternoon? And Chow just wants you to rest. But he wants you to do amazing down at the ranch. Do incredible. So I was like, okay, I will.
We ended up leaving the gym. We ended up leaving the gym early that day. It was done. We quit practice. And I remember coming back home, and I told Gabby, I was like, what happened? What's going on here? You know, what's going on? And she's like, I have one more day left here with you, and I don't want to spend it in the gym. And I was like, okay. I was like, I got it.
Travis is, I say, her dad and her big brother, the one that helps her sort things out.
Gabby and I are very tight. You know, I've always treated Gabby as my fifth daughter, and I told Natalie I would die for her, as if she was one of my own.
He only knows how to do 100% of something, and so I didn't expect him to only give her 50% of what he would give any of his other girls.
Can't trust him, man. You know, Gabby needed to catch a break in life, and you know, she didn't really have a relationship with her dad. He's
like a father figure to me, because I didn't have one really in my life growing up, so he's definitely playing this role, and it's phenomenal for me.
You know, it was very tough for me to know my boundaries at the start of this. You know, how much do you give of yourself to a complete stranger or, you know, another child?
Just every time I'm down, he's there for me, so we're like this. Man, it takes a lot to make a champion.
My mom wanted me to come up here to see like Gabby train and Sean, see how much dedication they put into their skills.
No one knows what goes on behind the scenes, reps and pains and sore, and why can't I go to the mall? Why can't I sleep over? Because I practice in the morning. 6 or 7 months out before the Olympic Games, I wanted to quit because I was homesick.
Like, I missed home, but I knew that the reward was to be trained by one of the best.
Yeah, baby. Get right on.
Coming from Texas, I wasn't like ready, but now I'm totally ready. I want to do this. I just really love gymnastics.
Because I wanted to quit work at Chick-fil-A or join track. Yeah, isn't that strange?
If I'm not making my routines at all that day, I just look at like the posters and stuff and just think, push through it.